Top 7 Best Sony Cameras 2023. Through extensive research and testing, I have put together the list of options that will meet the need of different types of buyers. So whether it's price, performance, or particular use, we have got you covered. For more information, I have put links of products in the description. Make sure to check it out. Like the video, comment, don't forget to subscribe, and let's get started. Number 7. Sony A7C. We weren't that keen on the Sony A7C when it first came out because it looked expensive and unambitious. But now that prices have dropped and Sony has released some downsized prime lenses like the Sony A7 24mm/2.8 opens in new tab, for example, it makes a lot more sense. Even though the Sony A7C and the Sony A7ii opens in new tab are now very similar in price, the articulated screen on the Sony A7C makes it that much better for vlogging. It isn't Sony's most exciting camera release, but its practical performance and excellent AF system do make it a good camera. Sony has made a big fuss about its small size, but in reality, it's not a whole lot smaller than a camera like the A7ii, and the lenses are, of course, the same size for both. The vari-angle screen and compact design with smaller lenses now make the A7C a more compelling travel/vlogging camera. Number 6. Sony A7R IV. The R models in Sony's A7 series cameras are designed first and foremost for resolution, and the Sony A7R IV opens in new tab certainly delivers. The previous A7R IV set the standard for a time, but the A7R IV brings a new record-breaking 61 megapixel with the highest resolution of any Sony or any full-frame camera. The detail rendition is spectacular, and the A7R IV has prompted many people to compare it to the best medium-format cameras opens in new tab. However, we think the larger sensors in medium-format models are still a very telling difference. It's not just about megapixels. Even the new Sony A1 can't match this camera for resolving power, which is why we highly rate the older A7R IV. The Sony A7RV opens in new tab has been released with the same 61 MP sensor, but the A7IV isn't being discontinued, so it'll remain on our list as a great option. Number 5. Sony A7IV. The Sony A7IV opens in new tab signals a step up in ambition for Sony's vanilla A7 model. Traditionally, the Sony A7 has been the range's entry-level camera, with the R models adding resolution and the S models adding speed/sensitivity. But there's nothing ordinary about the Sony A7IV, and while it does technically supersede the A7ii, it's an altogether more advanced camera that we think targets a higher-level audience. Compared to the A7ii, the A7IV is a major step up, but in price as well as features, the A7ii will keep going for now, so it makes for a tricky buying decision, not helped by the A7IV's patchy availability. If you see one, get it. Number 4. Sony A1. The Sony A1 opens in new tab is everything that Sony says it is. It's a technological triumph, a camera that really can do everything, and one of the best cameras for professionals. Previously, cameras might offer speed, resolution, or video capability, but the A1 offers all three, and even beats dedicated sports and video cameras at their own game. So is this the perfect camera? Not quite. The price is and will remain a significant obstacle, and its appeal is limited to photographers who need everything it does, not just one or two of those things. This, together with its vast price, prevents it from being further up our list. We couldn't have an article about the best Sony cameras without mentioning the A1, but would we recommend it as the best one to buy? Realistically, for 99 photographers out of 100, probably not. More recently, the Sony A1's position has been eroded by the arrival of the Nikon Z9 and Canon EOS R5C, both of which are cheaper. Number 3. Sony A9 IV. To quote from our review, the Sony A9i opens in new tab is the fastest, most ferocious full-frame sports camera we've ever used. This camera's blistering speed and autofocus performance are impressive and matched only by its phenomenal connectivity, which promises to be a game-changer for pro shooters. We would love to have seen Sony implement something akin to Olympus Pro capture feature so that you never miss the critical moment. However, if our most damning criticism is that the A9vi is too fast for us to keep up with, surely that's nothing but a mission accomplished for Sony. For professionals who need more than speed, however, the new Sony A1 opens in new tab, which edges ahead of the A9 for sports photography, throws in 8K video and 50MP stills. Number 2. Sony A7ii. It might not have the blinding speed of Sony's top-flight A9 or the ultra-high resolution of the A7R IV, but the Sony A7ii opens in new tab, grabs many of the best bits from these pricier models and delivers them in a more affordable package. Headline features include a highly effective 696-point AF system and a 5-axis image stabilization system that promises 5 EV of compensation. There's a 24.2 MP back-illuminated image sensor, coupled with the latest generation of the image processor, and the two deliver excellent tonal range and make super high ISO settings possible. Handling is good, though some may find the body a little small when paired with pro lenses, which applies across the alpha range. For the top performance at a sensible price, we think it's the best priced Sony camera out there, though for stills photographers the older Sony A7i opens in new tab is also very tempting and cheaper. Number 1. Sony A7rv. Technically overwhelming, physically underwhelming. That's how the A7rv feels. The camera body feels too small or not tall enough in the body for the big pro lenses you'll be using with it. And the controls follow a generic layout rather than being adapted to this camera's strengths. You can customize the buttons endlessly to suit the way you work, but that takes time and also a good memory for which button you've customized to do what. Technically, the A7rv is stunning. With 61 megapixels paired with new eye subject recognition, AF is remarkable, both for its rapid identification and acquisition and its very sticky tracking. The image quality is every bit as good as that of the A7R IV before it. Sony says it's better. And the bigger buffer makes the A7rv much more effective for prolonged burst shooting. So guys, that's all for Top 7 Best Sony Cameras 2023. The links of all products are given in the description, which are updated for the best prices. Subscribe our channel for more videos. We will meet in next video. Till then, take care, bye.